Hello, everyone. Today, I thought I'd come on here to briefly talk about self-confidence and managing and doing away with insecurities. I wanted to talk about a situation or various situations that I've noticed this week with some of my clients. I've noticed that some of my clients who have been to therapy, who have an extensive list of tools to manage their thoughts, clients who know how to identify their triggers, how to manage these triggers, reframe certain thoughts, all the cognitive skills needed to do away with harsh inner dialogues. These individuals tend to come to me and express that their insecurities are not going away. Many of these clients are even doing spiritual work. They're doing positive affirmations every day, self love meditations, and all these other things, but still, the insecurities and the inadequacy and the sense of not being enough still remains. But I noticed something very interesting in all my clients. All my clients facing this situation tend to have one thing in common. When we look at their relationships, I often notice that all the work that they're directing on themselves and all the methods and skills that they have are not being applied to their relationships. I'm often disappointed to see that they have people in their life who disrespect them, who are low effort, who gaslight them, disrespect them, put them down, bully them. Maybe there's emotional abuse, maybe there's manipulation, or maybe it's just having family and friends who are straight up bullies. I see this happening in these individuals, and I see their inability to have boundaries with these people in their lives. Not just the lack of boundaries, but I see relationships that should have run their course still having a place in their life. I see them entertaining relationships and dynamics that are hurting them severely for whatever reason. There doesn't seem to be any forward action towards self advocacy, towards defending themselves, towards keeping themselves safe with their relationships. And that seems to be what's interfering in their thought process and in their internal dialogues. I've found myself saying this so many times in session, but sometimes it's not that you're damaged, it's not that you are traumatized beyond repair or there's something wrong with you. Sometimes people in your life are assholes. Sometimes that is the main culprit and that is the main issue in some of our lives. I've worked with people who have taken the active efforts and the active steps to distance themselves from certain relatives or certain friends, to share less with certain friends, to keep certain things personal, to engage in different ways with certain friends, to cut ties with people altogether. And the transformation that I see in them month to month is profound. It's beautiful. It's something that if the clients that I'm working with who are stuck with their insecurities could witness, it would probably inspire them to do the same. There's a very profound shift that happens when we tell a person that their behavior is unacceptable, that their behavior is hurtful, that their behavior is causing us discomfort, and they respond positively. There is a shift that happens internally. There is something that transforms when we start having that more and more frequently in our lives. But we can't deny that the opposite is true as well. To have someone that deflects, denies, doesn't respect us time and time again will have an effect on our sense of self. I want to send a message to everyone watching right now. If you're watching this video, maybe take this as a sign from the universe. Take this as a sign to do a bit of inventory on the people in your life, in your inner circle, in your community, in your friends, your relatives. Take it a step further and make a list on pen and paper and reflect on each person that's close to you one by one and just notice, how do you feel after an interaction with them, or after spending time with them or hanging out with them? How are you left feeling afterwards? Get curious about that as a first step into exploring this process. I also want to encourage everyone watching to be mindful of how many people in your life actually cultivate your sense of security and confidence. How many people in your life actually make you feel good about yourself? Not in a delusional way, not in a fluffy way, but in a realistic way. Today, I want to encourage everyone watching to take a step towards self inventory, seeing the attachments in your life, the relationships in your life for what they are, and noticing if any changes need to be made. Because it's likely that there are some relationships that need to be modified. I would encourage you to be brave, to gather up the courage to have boundaries if someone is making you feel that you're not good enough, or making you feel like you need to doubt yourself or analyze yourself or pick at yourself. I want you to be in a state of self advocacy. I'd like you to awaken the inner bouncer, the inner security guard, and let that part of you have a stronger say in your life. Have a willingness to let in what nourishes you, what helps you, and don't let anything in that harms or destroys you from the inside out. I hope that this message resonated with everyone watching, and like I said, I encourage you to take inventory and reflect on the people in your life who are closest to you, because overall, those who are in our inner circle are the ones that affect us on the deepest levels. Have a great day.